Sir, please. May I also request our very own CEOs, Mr. Satish Reddy, Chairperson, Dr. Reddy's Laboratories, Dr. Sharvil Patel, Managing Director, Zydus Life Sciences, and Mr. Nilesh Gupta, Managing Director, Lupin, to join us on stage. May I request all of you to take your seats. We are going to play a very short video on page, the reason why we are here today. And at the completion of the video, Mr. Satish Reddy will come up and he will deliver the welcome address. So thank you, and please.
India, the pharmacy of the world, delivers affordable, life-saving medicines to billions around the globe. As the industry grows, sustaining excellence depends on continuous upskilling across the workforce. Introducing the Pharmaceutical Academy for Global Excellence. PAGE is a world-class skilling platform launched by the Indian Pharmaceutical Alliance, the collective voice of India's pharma industry. PAGE is designed by industry and backed by leaders. We serve the pharmaceutical ecosystem across roles and organizations. From freshers to operators on the shop floor, existing employees of pharma companies, and MSMEs. We build manufacturing and quality excellence through practical, hands-on, industry-aligned training. Our approach has already been validated through our pilot programs, where industry and academic expertise came together to deliver practical, outcome-oriented training. Through partnerships with academic institutions, we bridge the gap between classroom learning and real-world industry needs. Now, we enter our next milestone, the development of a state-of-the-art training academy in Ahmedabad. And this is only the beginning. As we expand across major pharma hubs, we aim to create a nationwide skilling ecosystem. PAGE, strengthening India's pharmaceutical workforce, powering India's pharma future.
Honorable Union Home Minister Amit Shah ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat, Shri Bhupendra Patel ji, friends from the industry, and other dignitaries who have joined us here today. A warm welcome once again to the groundbreaking ceremony of the Pharma Academy for Global Excellence Foundation, or what we call as PAGE. I'll just take a few minutes to explain the context which shaped our thinking. When I say we, it's the Indian Pharmaceutical Alliance, IPA as it's popularly called, our thinking in coming out with this academy. As all of you are aware, it is no small achievement that Indian pharmaceutical industry today, it's proudly referred to as the pharmacy of the world. If you see across the world, several hundred millions of patients have access to affordable medicines that we manufacture here in India, that we have developed here in India. Not just medicines, but also vaccines. And companies, especially members from the IPA, the Indian Pharmaceutical Alliance, have made significant contributions in enabling this, and we are committed to continue this journey into the next and the most important phase, and that phase is one of innovation. The journey has been commendable, what the industry has achieved with support from several stakeholders. To begin with, I would certainly credit the government, because of its very enabling policies which helped shape this industry since the beginning, and it continues to do so. Also visionaries who have established industries, several of you that you see here today, people also who have in the past given shape to this industry, without which all this would have happened. Visionaries who shaped the API industry, the popularly what we call bulk drug industry, the foray into international markets across the world, including the most regulated markets like the United States, Europe and Japan and several other countries. But more importantly, among the stakeholders, we would certainly recognize the employees, the workforce in all our organizations, without whose efforts all this would not have been possible. Extremely talented, competent people, several of whom are also here today. And importantly, you would have recognized this during the COVID times when, thanks to the efforts of all the workforce of all our companies, we went beyond the call of duty, all of us, to make sure that we ensure the continuity of supplies, not just in India, but to the entire world. I think that was very, very commendable. However, if you see today, the pharmaceutical industry faces a certain paradox, because on one hand, it churns out a lot of science and pharmacy graduates every single year. There's so many pharmacy colleges, science colleges, and engineering colleges. But then on the other hand, especially from the industry, we continue to invest significant time and resources in making people coming from these institutes job ready. And especially for manufacturing and quality roles, that effort itself is quite humongous. That's the paradox we face. Lots of graduates, but also a lot of effort from the industry. Also, if you see the fresh entrants, as most of you are aware, they often lack exposure to industry environments because the curriculum and the experience that is provided at the colleges have not kept pace with the industry. Industry has evolved very rapidly, so you see that whatever is being taught within the colleges and also the experience that they get, whether it's the project work or the industrial experience, the industry is far ahead of that. So that's where you see a certain gap. And that directly impacts. It impacts the industry because it impacts on productivity, it impacts on the compliance issues, which have happened once in a while, and also the time taken for these individuals before they can meaningfully contribute to their individual companies. And at the same time, the challenge also extends well beyond the new entrants from the colleges. Even experienced professionals across the manufacturing and quality functions are operating in an environment which is of constant change. Regulations keep upgrading themselves, and we also have to keep in tune with that. So also, if you see the global regulatory expectations evolving rapidly, also driven by increased scrutiny, especially from international agencies. Also digitalization, which also has changed quite a few things. New technologies are coming in, and also the rising standards of patient safety. So therefore, continuous upskilling is essential for both the individual resilience, individual relevance, and also the organizational credibility. And also, so given all this background that I've talked about, the gaps and what we face, IPA took up the initiative to establish this academy, for which the groundbreaking ceremony has been done today, PAGE as we call it, to meet the current as well as emerging requirements for the future. And this institute is designed as a practical, industry-aligned skilling platform addressing both ends of the talent spectrum. It aims to make freshers industry ready from day one, while also enabling existing professionals to reskill and upskill in line with evolving regulatory and manufacturing realities. Also, it's going to be a hub and spoke model. We are starting with Ahmedabad, but in the major areas where the pharma clusters exist, whether you take it as Hyderabad, Aurangabad, Baddi, all the clusters, it will start eventually panning out. And its approach is also aligned with the National Education Policy, the NEP, which emphasizes experiential learning, industry integration, and also modular certifications. And from a national perspective, this initiative directly supports the goals of Making India and also Atmanirbhar Bharat. Self-reliance in pharmaceutical depends not only on manufacturing capacity, but also on quality assurance that consistently meets the global standards. And it must mean producing better, safer, and fully compliant medicines that withstand the highest levels of global regulatory scrutiny. And through PAGE, we commit to further strengthen India's position as a trusted global supplier of medicines by creating a workforce that understands quality as a system and also compliance as a culture. That's why we have set the purpose for this institute, that we want to be the global benchmark in pharmaceutical training for quality and manufacturing excellence, offering industry-leading programs at scale. That's the purpose that we have defined for this institute. And I'm confident that once operational, PAGE will aid growth and competitiveness in the industry and become the preferred institution for pharmaceutical professionals across the country, plus those who seek to pursue their career within the industry. Before ending, I just wanted to thank a lot of people who have participated in this project. I might miss out some names, so please do forgive me for that. First, I wanted to thank the government of Gujarat for supporting us on the land, also the member companies, the IPA companies, and also their senior leadership for their inputs that they've given in shaping this academy, especially when it came to curriculum, design of the course and everything. So a lot of contribution from the members. From IPA itself, I'd like to thank several people. Sudarshan Jain, who's been spearheading this effort. A lot of people, Rajiv Desai, Shirish, Davinder, was very deeply involved with this. Again, I would have missed a lot of names, but everybody is involved in doing this. Also would like to thank NATCO from Hyderabad. They also offered their land free of cost in Hyderabad for establishing an academy there. So again, like I said, I might miss some people, but sorry for that. But I just wanted to thank everyone. We really want to make this a success, and we look forward to the institute coming up, starting with this premises. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Honorable Home Affairs Minister and Minister of Cooperation, Shri Amit Shah ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat, Shri Bhupendrabhai Patel ji, distinguished guests, colleagues, and friends of the pharmaceutical industry. On behalf of the IPA, it's my privilege to welcome you all today. We are deeply honored with the presence of the Union Minister of Home Affairs, Shri Amit Shah ji, and the Chief Minister of Gujarat, Shri Bhupendrabhai Patel ji, for joining us for the groundbreaking ceremony of the Indian Academy of Global Excellence, which we call as PAGE. Your presence gives us this moment a true significance, because today we mark not only the celebration of the sector's contribution, but a historic occasion for the laying the foundation stone for the nation and India's pharma future. India today is a reliable supplier of medicines in 200 and more countries across the world. The next phase of growth journey will demand excellence in quality, innovation, and more importantly, deeply skilled human capital. The IPA companies have earmarked USD $50 million for the PAGE initiative, and we would like to thank the Honorable Chief Minister and the Government of Gujarat once again for their invaluable support in setting up this center in Gujarat. This moment is also significant for one more reason. We are celebrating 25 years of the Indian Pharmaceutical Alliance, which was formed at a time when Indian pharmaceutical industry was beginning and making a voice in the global market. From a largely import-dependent market, India Pharma has evolved into a global manufacturing powerhouse, surging from $3 billion in 1999 to USD $60 billion today. As we plan to celebrate this 25-year journey, we thought it is important not only to look ahead, but also to document and preserve the path that brought us here. That reflection led to the creation of the Indian Pharma Archives, an initiative of the IPA developed in collaboration with the IIM Ahmedabad Archives. The archives aims to create a credible research-based repository of Indian pharmaceutical journey, built on documents, images, and first-person account from founders, scientists, industry leaders, and policymakers. As part of this initiative, we are pleased to present today IPA's coffee table book titled The Alchemy of Cure, the story of the Indian pharmaceutical industry. This book tells the story of how Indian pharma evolved from modest beginnings to global leadership, ranking third largest in terms of volume. It captures the distinctive character of Indian pharmaceutical entrepreneurship, an industry built by technocrats, scientists, pharmacists, academicians, guided by purpose and policy support to serve the society at scale. I believe that this understanding of this journey is critical. Today, the industry stands at the cusp of transformation. IPA's focus on key priorities like innovation, quality, and global reach is steadfast as the industry moves off a $120 billion market by 2030 and $400 billion by 2047. By 2047, the Indian pharma industry is poised to become the world's #1 by volume and amongst the top 5 in terms of value. It is therefore a great honor for us to have the Honorable Home Minister Amit Shah ji with us today, a leader who focuses on institution building and long-term national capability, resonates deeply with the purpose of PAGE. Gujarat has always been the front runner and a top contributor to the national pharma output and export. The state leadership has also played an important role in creating new avenues of growth and leadership of the sector. By extending the ready support to Page, Gujarat has once again taken a far-reaching step. We would like to thank the Honorable Chief Minister Shri Bhupender Bhai for his unwavering support at every step of this journey. With great respect, it is now my honor to invite the Honorable Home Minister Shri Amit Shah Ji to formally launch the Alchemy of Cure and guide us in taking the important step forward as the next generation of pharmaceutical capabilities are shaped for India. Can we have the launch of the book?
What a day. Good evening. I would like to give our deepest gratitude to Honorable Home Minister Amit Shah Ji for gracing this occasion. He's been a supporter of the industry and of India, and I know we can count on your support, sir, for the years and decades to come. I would like to thank Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat, Shri Bhupendra Ji, for your presence and for Gujarat's unwavering support to the pharma industry for many decades. We deeply appreciate the government of Gujarat's partnership and encouragement in making initiatives like Page possible today. Finally, I would like to thank the IPA member companies for their commitment to this important initiative and the Page team and everyone involved in organizing this event and their dedication and hard work in bringing this program together. Today's ceremony marks not the conclusion but the start of a very important journey. If there is one message to take away today, it is that we as the collective pharma industry live up to the commitments that we make. 5 years ago, when India was not doing well on regulatory inspection outcomes, the FDA asked us, what are you going to do about it? As leaders, 6 of us were there with the FDA and they asked us, what are you going to do about it? This is our answer. Training Institute to ensure that we're able to train at scale for the industry to meet global expectations across the board. This should be the institute that trains every person coming into the pharmaceutical industry. There has never been anything like this in the world. I'm so happy that this is today becoming a reality. With the continued support of government, industry, and our stakeholders, I'm confident that Page will grow into a national and global center of excellence. Our vision is that India should be the global benchmark of quality for affordable medicines, and Made in India is seen as a mark of trust. Today is a key part of making that vision a reality. Thank you once again for being here on this historic occasion. All the best.
minds, Shri
આપણું વિચારો મોટા થતા લોકો જે ક્યારેક આખો દિવસ પોડકાસ્ટ જોયા કરે છે, ઘણી બધી વાર ન્યૂઝ આખો દિવસ એ જોયા કરે છે, અલગ અલગ જાતના શોઝ જોયા કરે છે, એટલે એ બધી ઇન્ફોર્મેશન જે બ્રેનની અંદર જાય છે, જે પ્રોસેસ કરવા